oh my god, I love this man. Okay. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming another reading vlog, and today I'm going to be reading Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I got this book in the mail a couple of days ago, and I've been wanting to read this for the longest time, and I'm so excited to read it but so incredibly nervous because this book is so hyped up. People say it's one of their favorite books of all time. They say Archer's character is just amazing, and I'm just really nervous that it's not going to be a happy ending and I'm going to get so attached to these characters and then it's going to be super sad at the end. I know it's an emotional book and I know it is a sad book, but that doesn't mean it can't have a happy ending. Like, heaps of Colleen Hoover books are super sad, but they have a happy ending. So I'm unsure if it's gonna have a happy ending, and I'm really nervous. Like, I genuinely have like anxiety about it because I feel like I'm already emotionally attached to Archer's character, and I haven't even read the book yet, just based on people's recommendations and like the TikToks that I've seen and everyone like hyping up Archer's character. Like, I feel like I'm already emotionally attached to him, and I haven't even read the book yet. And I'm just like, I'm nervous and I'm really scared, but I'm also excited because I've been wanting to read this book for the longest time. It is a romance novel, of course, and it follows Archer and Bree. Bree moves to this new town and she meets Archer. Archer doesn't speak, he's mute, I believe, and no one communicates with him because he uses sign language to communicate, and no one in the town knows sign language, so everyone kind of stays away from him. And Bree knows sign language, so she decides that she's going to start communicating with him, and you know, I think they become friends first and then that slowly turns into lovers. I don't know all that much, but I'm super excited and I know it's gonna be so emotional. I literally am such an emotional person as well, so like I cry really easily and I cry at literally everything. And I literally read the first like page of this book last night. And he's literally, it starts off, he's 7 years old and he's playing with his G.I. Joe dolls or like toys or whatever, and I literally started crying because I was like, oh my god, that's so precious, like Archer at 7, I'm like not okay, and then I started crying and I'm like, that's not even sad, why am I crying? So we know this is going to be an emotional video. I'm going to be sharing spoilers in this video, so if you haven't read this book and you want to, then don't watch this video because I will be sharing spoilers. But if you've read the book or you just don't want to read the book and you don't care about spoilers, then keep watching, because yeah, I'm going to be sharing all my thoughts, feelings, opinions, everything, and I'm so excited. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. Again, sorry for the crooked angle, but I haven't even read the book yet, I haven't even started it, and there's a little like page at the front of the book that just has the legend of, I don't know how to say his name, Chion the Centaur, I don't know if that's right, and it's just like a little like short thing about this Greek god person, something to do with Greek mythology, right? And I really hope it's not foreshadowing, because it says that Chion came upon Prometheus, who was suffering and agony as well, right? Is Chion, I really could be saying that wrong. Is he meant to be Archer and then Prometheus is Bree? You know, they're both going through something. I'm really analysing this way too much. And then it says Chion offered to willingly give up his life for Prometheus, therefore setting them both free from their eternal torment. Chion dropped dead at Prometheus's feet, but because of his goodness and service, Zeus made him a part of the stars, the constellation Sagittarius, where his beauty could be gazed upon for all time. And I'm really hoping that it's not foreshadowing of like Archer dying or something. Oh, I'm scared. I'm actually really scared. Because if that's foreshadowing, I'm gonna actually not be okay. Anyway, I'm gonna actually start reading the book now. I'm emotional already and I'm on the second page. Nothing sad's even happening. I mean, it's kind of sad because, well, I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking that Archer and his mum get abused by his dad. because like he wants to like get away, and he's like said that, and his uncle came over and she's like, you have your mum's smile, you know that? And then he smiles bigger. He's like, I love my mum's smile. It's warm and beautiful and it makes me feel loved. And I'm just like emotional. I can't do this. Hello, I'm back. I'm on chapter 3 and they just met for the first time. I mean, I'm assuming it's Archer, because who else would it be? He didn't speak a word to her and she was very confused. She was like, because she was just rambling on and he was just kind of like looking at her and helping her. She dropped a bunch of her stuff and like he was helping her pick it up, and I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet. And yeah, so in the previous chapter she blew like a dandelion. She picked up a dandelion off the ground and like blew it and like wished for like peace, you know, or like something or someone would bring her peace. And then after she like had that interaction with Archer, she went back to her car and there were dandelion seeds scattered across like her windshield, and they were blowing away in the direction of the man that like she saw, and I'm like, oh my god. Hello, I'm back. I'm in the same spot. I haven't read that much because I've been watching the Olympics, but I'm on chapter 4. But poor Archer, my goodness. We just kind of found out a brief backstory from Bree's neighbor, and she's like an old woman. She's lived in the town for years, and apparently he lost both his parents and his uncle, and then a couple years later he lost his other uncle. And I'm like, oh my god, the poor guy lost all his family, and like, goodness me, so sad. Hello, I've moved locations. I'm in my room now, but Bree and Archer just had another interaction, like the first where they've actually like spoken to each other, really, and he's literally hilarious. I don't know if he's trying to be funny, but it's funny. It's really funny to me. But he's like, I can speak. She's like, but you can't speak, and he goes, I can speak, I just like to show off my nice penmanship, because he's writing everything he's saying down on like a notepad, and it's just funny. It's literally been 2 seconds. I just read the next chapter. Oh, not 2 seconds, probably like 2 minutes. And it was a flashback chapter to when Archer was 7, and he was about the accident that he was in where his mum died. I don't know if his uncle died in that accident as well. But yeah, after that he stays with his other uncle, I believe. But yeah, he was in the accident and they told him not to speak because like he'd just woken up from being like in a really bad accident, and they were like don't try to speak, like write it down, like. And then he found out that his mum had like died, and then it says I opened my mouth and screamed and screamed and screamed, but the room remained silent. And I just feel like after that day he didn't speak again. I'm in chapter 13 now, and this is the first chapter we've gotten from Archer's point of view in present day, because there's been like flashbacks in his past from his point of view, but we never got a present day chapter from his point of view. So I'm excited to read this, but something crazy has happened. I don't know if like Bree has like PTSD from, at least I think she has PTSD from the trauma that she's been through with like her whole dad situation, and like sometimes she has flashbacks and stuff. But she was like picking berries and someone like grabbed her, and she's like patting him. She's like, he found me, like he came for me, he's gonna kill me this time, oh my god, it's happening again. Like she's running away from something, I know, but I don't know what's happening. And then the next chapter's in Archer's point of view, and I don't know what's happening. Like I don't know if she's imagining it or if someone actually has like grabbed her. But yeah, and they're also gonna do a cooking lesson, and I'm really excited for that. So I think it's gonna be really cute. I just finished chapter 14 now, but I just thought I'd give you a little update on the situation. It was one of Archer's uncle Nate's traps that she got caught in, but she thought it was like a person, obviously because of like her trauma and stuff. And then Archer like heard her screaming and went out and like, you know, helped her out and then carried her back inside. And it was just really cute. I still haven't moved from the same spot. I'm on the next chapter. Bree, she just woke up and Arch came out and he shaved his face and pulled his hair back because he had like really long hair and like a really long beard and stuff, and like to like cover his face and cover the scar that he has on his neck, or like his neck. And he said to her, when you were in the trap I couldn't speak to rescue you. You can't hear me, I can't help that. But I wanted you to see me. Now you can see me. And I'm like, oh my god, he's so sweet. I can't deal with it. Like he shaved his face and stuff so she'd be more like comfortable and like could like, you know, like see him properly. And I just, I love him. Anyway, I'm gonna get to reading now. I love this book. I'm so confused right now. Okay, so Archie just kind of opened up a little bit about his past to Bree, because Bree opened up about her past and everything that happened with her dad getting killed and stuff like that. And so Archie kind of shared a little bit of his past, but then like shut the conversation down. But he explained the scar on his neck and he got shot, and I was like, what? I thought it was because of the car accident that he had this scar. The car accident that killed both his parents, I think. But no, his uncle shot him. Like, I'm assuming he only has two uncles. Uncle Nate, which is the one that he moved in with after his other uncle died, which was Uncle Connor, which is the guy at the start of the book from the flashback in chapter 1. And he seemed like the sweetest man, and like Archie literally like idolized him, and he shot him. And I just don't understand. Maybe because Archer caused the car accident and like he lost his mum, which was Connor, like the love of Connor's life, and maybe Connor shot him because of that and then like killed himself. I'm not really sure, that's my theory at the minute, but like I'm just so confused because Connor died but I don't know how he died. But yeah, I'm on chapter 16, page 132, and basically Bree cut Archer's hair, and then like it got kind of like tensiony. They kind of like almost kissed, and then Archer kind of like freaked out and like basically kicked her out of the house and was like you need to leave now, like I have things to do, blah blah blah. And Bree was like really confused. She was like, oh my god, like what the heck. And then like the next day, or the same day, the next day, I'm not really sure, but he sent her a bouquet of like almond joys, like it's like a chocolate bar I think, and it was like tied together and like on her doorstep. And like when he ran into her at the start of the book, she was buying she bought a bunch of almond joys from the supermarket and like dropped them all on the ground, and so he got her almond joys, and I just thought that was really cute. But yeah, I have some thoughts. So we just met Victoria. Isn't it Victoria? Victoria Hale, who is Travis's mum and Archer's aunt. Yes. And she is a bitch. Oh my god, she's awful. She full came into the diner where Bree works and was just like, what I'm not fine is that you've apparently made a friend of Archer Hale. And I was like, you can't tell her who she can and can't be friends with. Like, what the heck? And she's like, he has a violent side and blah blah blah. I'm like, sure about that? He seems like the sweetest person. And apparently he tried to assault her, which I think is a lie. And yeah, I don't know. This lighting is so bad, I'm so sorry. What chapter am I on? I don't know. Chapter 17. I think I was on chapter 17 last time. I don't remember. But they just kissed for the first time. And oh my god, it was so many butterflies. It was so cute and perfect. I loved it. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with Archer. He's literally like, he's so like inexperienced and like he has no idea like about like anything, and he's just like so cute and like innocent, like sweet, because like he's like kind of like childlike because he hasn't really had much like he doesn't go out much, and like obviously he stopped speaking when he was very young, so like he's still very innocent in that sense, but obviously he's been through like so much trauma and stuff. But yeah, he's so cute, and he was just all like stuttery and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, like stuttery with his like his signing, and it was just like so sweet. I can't. Oh my god. Okay, so what chapter am I on? 17? Am I still in chapter 17? Oh my god, I think so. The last time I talked to you guys I was on chapter 17 as well. But Archer is kind of opening up a little bit about his past and why and about his aunt Veronica, who I talked about before. She's not a very nice person. And about how because he got shot in like the throat, he needed to have a surgery to like fix it so he would be able to speak again, but Veronica convinced his uncle to not get that surgery, for him to not get that surgery, because if he couldn't speak then he couldn't be like questioned and he couldn't like tell them what happened. And so they cancelled the surgery and now he can never speak again. I thought he was like choosing to be mute, and maybe at first he was, but now he actually can't, like he can't speak because he like his voice box was like shot. I have no idea if you can hear me or see me properly. I'm filming this clip on my phone because it's like really late and everyone in my family is asleep, so I have to be quiet. I didn't want to get my camera out. But I'm like about halfway through the book now, and oh my god, I hate Travis. I fucking hate him. He's so awful and manipulative. And he's literally manipulating Archer, and I hate it so much. Like, I fucking hate Travis. I hate him. I hate him. I actually hate him. I can't deal with it. He's the worst character ever. What the heck? I can't believe he just made Archer do that. He's so manipulative and such a dick. I can't deal with it. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Hello. Sorry for the kind of wobbly angle. You're literally, the tripod's on my bed because I tried to film it this angle and my blind is there, and so it's very backlit and you can't see my face. But I just woke up, hence the morning voice and the terrible appearance. But I was reading some Archer's voice before I got out of bed, and you would have seen the clips before this of what I read last night. Oh my god, Travis, I hate this man. I hate this man. He's so manipulative. He's so manipulative and an absolute asshole, and like the things he's making Archer do, I just can't deal with it. And like Archer he basically has like the street smarts and the people skills of a 7-year-old, because that was the last time he was, you know, in society and like being like a normal person, whereas like now he's very closed off. He doesn't go outside, doesn't talk to people, doesn't really do anything except stay in his house and go to the supermarket. And so he basically has the people skills of a 7-year-old. He is so smart academically and picks up things so quickly and learns things so quickly, but when it comes to, you know, people skills, street smarts, he doesn't know anything, and he's very easy to manipulate in that sense because he is like a child. And that's exactly, Travis took advantage of that and manipulated him into doing things that he did not want to do. And I'm on like page 200, chapter 21 I think, and it's like thunderstorming, and Bree does not like thunderstorms because it reminds her of the day her dad died, and she has like PTSD from that, and so she's like very traumatized and she can never cope during a thunderstorm. And Archer knows this, and he full walked down to her house. He does not get in cars because of the car accident he was in. He doesn't drive or anything, so he walked down to her house in the thunderstorm just to make sure she was okay. And she's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, you don't like thunderstorms? And then she goes, you walked a mile in the rain because I don't like thunderstorms. And he's like, yes. And then he goes, I know I'm probably the last person you want to see right now, but I just thought if I sat on your porch you wouldn't be scared, you wouldn't be alone. And I'm like, oh my god, I love this man. And I love this man. He does all these little sweet cute little things for her, like just like little random things that he does, and it just melts my freaking heart. She like in a bag of like potato chips. She only like, she likes to eat the like the ones that are like folded over, and she like picks them out and then like she'll eat the rest of them or whatever. And like Archer noticed this, and so he like that was like a couple chapters ago, and then the chapter that I'm reading right now is like chapter 22, I think. And he gave her a bowl of potato chips, and she looked at the bowl and they were all folded ones. Like he picked out all the folded ones and gave her a bowl of that just because they're the ones that she likes to eat. And I can't, like, that's so sweet. I love him so much. I can't even, words can't describe how much I love this man. This book is just so good. I'm reading the what is it, chapter 27, which is a flashback chapter. Archer was 7, and this is the chapter where they get into the accident and his like mum dies, and he got shot and lost his voice. But Connor, his uncle, who was in love with Alyssa and like basically is taking, like, they're going away because his dad is abusive and getting away from him. But Connor's saying, and Archer's my son, he's my boy, you know that as well as I do. I don't know if he's saying that in like a literal sense, like Archer's actually Connor's son, or if he just means like he's my son, like you're not like a good dad, like, and he's just being like saying it figuratively. Okay, so I think Connor actually is his dad, which means that his dad shot him. What the fuck? It just clicked all in my head. Oh my god. Okay, so Connor didn't shoot him because Connor's not his uncle. Connor's his dad, and his uncle shot him, and his uncle is Marcus, who was his dad and who he thought was his dad his whole life. And that's what he means when he told Bree that his uncle shot him. It wasn't Connor. Because he's a really good guy, and he has been a good guy throughout like all the flashbacks that we've got, and he's been so sweet. So I was so confused and I was like, but why would he shoot him? I don't understand. But that makes so much sense, that his dad, who is an abusive asshole, and actually his uncle shot him. Oh my god. Hello. So I'm almost finished the book. I probably have like 40 pages left ish, and basically Archer just got back from being away for like 3 or 4 months, I think, because like he wrote Brie a letter, and then he had to like, it said that he had to like go away to like work on himself and like figure things out, and so he left, and he just got back, and he's explaining to Brie like what happened when he was away, and like all the things he did, and how he like, you know, got a job and like went to the movies and did things like all by himself. And he met like at his job he made like a friend and spent Christmas with them, and his daughter asked, like the guy that he made friends with, his daughter asked to be taught some sign language, and she asked him what the sign for love was, and he spelled out Brie's name, and then Brie goes, so now she's going around saying I Brie you, and then he goes, yeah, I stand by my logic though, I think love is a concept and each person has an individual word for what sums it up for them. My word for love is Brie. God, he's so cute. I can't deal with it. I love him so much. He's actually everything. Oh, we're extra zoomed in. I know I said I wasn't gonna update you until I finish the book, but I still have I have about 20 pages left, and Brie was just leaving Archer's house to go to work, and she said, Archer was like to her, you make me so happy, Brie Prescott, and I was like, oh, really cute. And then she was like, I stopped in the door, I tilted my head and smiled back at him. Something about the moment seemed very, very important. Something told me to stay right there and soak it in and cherish it. I wasn't sure why that feeling washed over me, but I leaned my head against the door frame and drank him in for a minute. I'm going to keep making you happy, Archer Hale. So that sentence, I'm scared now. That doesn't, like, I've got a very bad feeling that something bad is going to happen. I mean, I haven't cried yet. So I'm really scared. But yeah, she's at the diner at the moment, and Archer is coming to the diner, and I'm nervous. It's been literally like 20 seconds since I filmed the last clip. I knew something bad was happening. Literally, she looked up, and the guy that killed her father, just walked into the diner where she works. This is not good. I'm freaking scared that something's gonna happen to Archer. Oh my god. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Refuse. No. No. No, I refuse to believe that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh my god. I mean, he was shot and he was shot and it says, but Archer didn't, like, she's screaming like, don't leave me, like, I need you, don't leave me, but Archer didn't hear me, he was already gone. No, 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 no. I refuse to believe that. He can't be dead. No, no. No. I'm trying to read the last chapter before, I think it's the last chapter before the extended epilogue. And I can't even see through my tears. He's actually dead. I can't. That it will happen like so fast. I can't even. I was not expecting that. Like, I didn't think he, like, I was like, okay, yeah, he's shot. Okay, but he can come back. He's not gonna die. No, he's actually dead. I'm not okay. I fucking knew this book wasn't gonna have a happy ending. That's so rude. He did not deserve to die. He was such a beautiful soul. I can't. Guys, he's fine. He's fine. He's okay. He was just in a coma. Oh my god. I really thought he was dead. Oh my god. They really made it seem like he was dead for a second. I was not okay. Oh my god. Because Archer got away once before, 3 months long. The time he was away from me was 3 solid weeks before he came back. He was in a coma. He just woke up. He's fine. Oh my god, okay. Okay. God, this man has been shot too many times. I can't. He's okay. You're gonna have to excuse the really bad lighting and my awful appearance, but I just finished Archer's Voice and oh my goodness, this book was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. If you obviously have seen the clips before this, but I was literally bawling my eyes out because I thought that Archer died. He did not. We are fine. It was a happy ending. It was beautiful and I just loved every second of reading this book. And I'm so glad that it had a happy ending. And yeah, I love Archer so much. He's literally everything. This has probably become one of my favourite books of all time, and Archer is definitely up there in the #1 book boyfriends. He's just amazing, and like Archer and Bree are so perfect for each other. The love that they have for each other is literally everything, and I am obsessed with this book. Everyone needs to read it. It's phenomenal. Go read it. it's amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing my thoughts, feelings and reactions to reading Archer's Voice. It was an emotional roller coaster, but I absolutely loved the whole book. It was so good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.